guys, this is a follow-up video to the last one that I made about the unusual debacle that happened in late July this year. So Valve fixed it. They actually fixed it within 12 hours, which is surprising because I thought it would take them a lot longer. So what they did end up doing was that they kept the unusuals untradeable / unmarketable, which is smart in my eyes because A, if they did delete them or roll back the servers, they'd be losing a whole lot of money that they made on trade commissions over on the market, and they would have had a class action filed against them because a lot of real money was involved in this. So again, smart move by Valve. They just left them untradeable. And not only that, the keys have actually risen in price quite considerably because there are now 20,000 less keys in the market right now, which is kind of insane if you think about it. Like if you just take an average, like the key is like $250. That's over $50,000, which is insane to think about. Just poof, gone, used on all of these crates, right? Which also goes to speak volumes how many unusuals were created out there, right? Were uncreated, I'm sorry. So now the price of the key, the value of the key has now risen, which is good for traders. And also the unusuals that weren't infected, like 2nd gen and 4th up gen, I've actually risen in value a little bit too, because like what happened with the dupe situation with all the duped hats, they're now seen as more legitimate hats. Even though the illegitimate ones are untradeable, people are still willing to pay more because these are real hats, right? So that's also good for traders. So traders win out on this as well. One thing I do want to bring up is the whole Cheaters Lament thing that I hear a lot of people complain about in servers. That people wanted Cheaters Lament, right? That didn't get the unusuals, or didn't get the crates, or didn't really get involved in this whole thing. Now, I think Crimson really put this best whenever he says people shouldn't get Cheaters Laments for just sleeping through a glitch. And I completely agree. Like, I don't care. Yes, I do have 3 of those bugged unusuals, but even if I didn't, I still think it's dumb because A, the Cheaters Lament was given out to people who didn't abuse a third-party software for idling to get free hats, and that exploit lasted for like 3 months, 3 or 4 months if I remember correctly. So it took Valve a long time to fix it, and within that time there's some people who didn't exploit it, so they got the Cheaters Lament, and that was a long time ago, really long time ago, right? And not only that, I mean, again, a lot of people just slept through this glitch. Like, I'm not sure about Europe or anywhere else in the world that plays a lot of TF2, but I know here in America, it really started going around like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it lasted until like around 10 o'clock. So a lot of people just slept right through this glitch. Not me. I was just up all night just playing TF2 like any normal lonely gamer would do. Not a lot of people were even around to, see it, and those people who did wake up late, the market was gone, so even then, you can only get these unusuals if A, people had gift wrapped them early and traded them to you, or B, you had those crates and you just bought a lot of keys. Or you had a lot of keys, right? You couldn't buy them because again the market was frozen. So I mean, yeah, a lot of people are bummed out that they didn't get it, and some people wouldn't do it, right? Like I know a friend who would never want to do something like this. At least that's what he tells me. So to all you people out there who want Cheaters Laments for not doing this, you could just go over there and cry in a corner. A, it's not going to happen, Valve won't do it. And B, as I explained before, that's not the purpose of the Cheaters Lament. As an aside here, I did hear another rumor about one of the hats in the new crate that did come out in the July update actually caused this whole debacle to happen. Now, whether that's malicious or just an innocent accident, that's up for you to decide, and it's just food for thought. I don't think Valve will ever kind of release that information. And another thing I wanted to bring up is there are a lot of people out there who get mad at people who did quote-unquote exploit / abuse the glitch. There are a lot of people who did abuse it, right? Who did unbox a bunch of unusuals and did sell them on the market for crazy high prices. But there are also a lot of people who just wanted an unusual or just wanted to see if the glitch actually worked, because a lot of people didn't believe, oh look, this unusual glitch that's too good to be true. Well, apparently in this case it wasn't too good to be true. And there are a lot of people out there who get really pissy about people like, I guess me, right, who did get these unusuals and they didn't. So, oh, like you dirty exploiter, you know, you just exploit the system, you don't want to keep TF2 afloat, right? The kinds of people that these complainers should be really complaining about is the people who got $15,000 for cashing into another game and then cashing out for real money. Because a lot of people did that in the early stages of this glitch. Like I mentioned in the first video, like the person got 3,000, well, a person got 3,000 some dollars out of it. Now there's been a lot of talk going around that there's somebody with $15,000 who got away with it. And I personally saw somebody's backpack who has got away with at least $10,000 worth of stuff. That's a lot of thousands of dollars. So yeah, this is just a quick wrap-up video. I do want to put out another one sometime soon that's not about this whole unusual glitch. This is over. It's gone, it's past, you know, Valve has learned their mistake, I hope. Next video is probably either going to be Metal Gear or Pokemon Uranium. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. Hey guys, they put up another Twitter post. So, yeah, 3 hours ago. So it was after I recorded everything else. You get no meant you lose good days. Okay. Yeah, okay, like I said earlier. By the way, everything else in this episode was recorded like yesterday. So let's check out the post. Let's see. Alright, so during our investigation, we discovered a small number of these accounts acquired these hats in smaller portion of those accounts acquired an exceedingly large of them. I don't think the small number part is accurate, but you know, they can be wrong sometimes, okay? I'm wrong a lot. I'm wrong a lot. So let's see. Oh god. Based on this, we decided that if you currently own one of these unusual hats, the first one added to your account will be made tradable. Excuse me? They're gonna make the first hats tradable. And any other unusuals you have received during the bug will remain permanently trade locked. Valve, why? You should have just left them untradeable. You should have just left them all untradeable and marketable. The economy is back up and running better than ever. And now you just had to throw this little bomb. Why the fuck did you think that this was a good idea? It's not a good idea. The number of unusual items being made tradable represents about 1 month of the regular unusual drop rate. That doesn't change the fact that all these unusuals, there's more of them out there than there was, even if it's just 1 month's worth. Like if you take all the accounts that have done this and give them, like, if they all just had one unusual, that's still much more than over the course of 1 month's regular. That's what I'm imagining anyways. I don't think a lot of people create unusuals anymore. I don't know what data set they're pulling this from, but what? By the way, this is a live reaction. This is the first time I'm seeing this, and my mind is blown. If you're concerned, okay, so at least here they're openly admitting that yes, it was Valve's fault, and so it was, and at least they're. I mean, I don't know what else they're gonna do, but at least they acknowledged it, right? So item trade ability storage will be made. Okay, so they're gonna bring back all of the trades, well, not all of the trades, but they're fully reinstating the trading and market in a week, it seems. Refund. Okay, so they're giving refunds for any of the hats and crates. We'll post an update when the exact day before it comes available. Okay, so most of this is okay. Like, they're acknowledging the problem, they're stating what the problem was, but they're making the first one tradable. Why? This is not healthy for the economy. The economy is fine now. It had a blow, but now it's gone back to being stable. And now you're gonna throw this monkey wrench in there. I imagine it's gonna be the same situation as like with duped hats. Like, traders are gonna be able to find out whenever these were unboxed or bought and whatnot, and mark them as, you know, lower valued than everything else, which is gonna be the smart move. Okay, so let's hope that that happens, and let's hope Valve doesn't do anything else kind of dumb. So they kind of partially removed the band-aid I was talking about in part 2. Like, they didn't completely rip it off, but they're kind of ripping it off. Now, this... I don't know what to say. Like, this is kind of dumb. This is kind of dumb. I'll see you guys next time.